Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Seema Bhandari and we are going to talk in a very interesting topic about a special virus which is going viral. Of course, we are not talking about the hepatitis or the HIV virus, but this is the evil virus which is spreading like fire and it's taking control of all the generation. This is an ancient virus which was kept underground by our ancestors in controlled, blocked, and sealed. But now it is infesting all youngsters and making its way into the new generation. This virus is caused by few carriers in physically or in mentally state in their DNA genes and transferred to others via porn, sex, drugs, alcohol, etc. It catches his hold as a child when he sees his parents cheating and corrupting others. It sows as a seed in his brain, turning slowly into a volcanic eruption, like a chain reaction, and ultimately surfacing itself and turning the child into a criminal. This virus sticks to its substrate in his brain, entering the white blood cells, flowing into the blood streams, killing his goodness, consciousness, God particle, and ultimately his soul. Now he is a different infected person, confused, lost, and himself a evil person. This is a very fatal condition when nobody can help him. Now he turns ugly, a beggar with ischemic and rare diseases, and yes, a zombie. We have seen them in the street, mostly in USA, as brainless, hungry eyes, just waiting for the kick of the drugs and a dead parasite. Haven't we seen some young girls going into the streets, on roads, picking up cigarette butts and smoking? They are a good catch for sex, mostly by monstrous beasts and swayed into the flesh trade. Sex is a game for others, especially the rare sex, which is for throwing out feces and not a normal thing, but evil that is. That is how the virus works. Do you know what exists in pubs and bars? Well, there are seen, unseen astral beings waiting to hold the catch and get just to get the smell of alcohol from their live friends. And maybe later they will take them to the dead pole and then they form small groups of souls and they try to take all the youngsters with them. So alcohol is really very bad thing. Now we are going to talk about suicide. Now, exactly what happens in a suicide? Basically, everyone loves themselves and nobody wants to die. You tell a young guy to jump from a floor, he won't. If a person sees a fire, he will not enter but run away. That's the basic instincts of all human beings. But some unhappy beings lose the aura due to alcoholism, drugs, heartbreak, mania, sickness, and then they do the awesome fatal act. Aura is like a closed door which does not allow intruders to enter, but when the aura is lost, the evil virus enters you and you are lost your senses. You cannot see any hope to survive, and then you do the fatal accident. When a person closes his room all the time, when he's depressed, when he has some mental problems, he doesn't want to open up, doesn't want to talk, the best thing is he should go for a warm water bath so that the bad aura is lost. He should go with his friends, he should talk with them, so suicide is prevented. What happens in a soul is very drastically bad. Their soul goes underground, waits till it's time to be given for life to expire, and then he sits and waits for his next life. You know, there are so many astral beings in different dimension. Earth is alive and is in the third dimension. Fourth and fifth are the saints and angels, and of course, in the seventh, the Almighty exists with all His power and charm. Now, so many people don't know does the God exist? Yes, in two forms. One is the formless one, and the other as your culture and imagination works. Hindus are having so many gods. This is an ancient civilization where the statues of gods were created in human forms. They were used so that they can be concentrated and They had gurus as a mediators to help them to reach to God. You select any god you are attracted, and ultimately it will be the same god. Like so many people pray to goddess and they dream about Shiva. That's because ultimately there is only one god. There is a very big story, and it's a real fact. When goddess Durga killed the demons, she created 64 yoginis from the DNA of her hair, the same replica as hers. The looks, the color, the combination. They are just the form of God in astral form. They help to conquer the beast. Yes, these yoginis still exist, and there are beautiful temples carved in India. They are very beautiful, dressed in red, tall, with long hair and dressed as golden color. They come to yourself and to fulfill your desire whenever required. Of course, you need to call them, invite them to do sadhanas to attune them into your life, and then they can give you telepathic messages via dreams and to fulfill your desire. Of course, you need to increase your vibration via mantra. These are Bij mantra given by rishis. These are the chanting words which change your aura and you fulfill the positive energy. Actually, you look different, your voice is sweet, you look young, and you're raised from the other individual. You're challenged and your chakras are clean and of course your kundali as well. Aura is a closed door where no intruders can enter and harm you. But when you're lost, it's outside. The entities can enter you and change you into an evil person. Now let's talk about how the alcoholism works. When an alcoholic guy dies suddenly in a car accident, the first instinct he has is, even when he doesn't know he's dead, he just gets up and his astral body, he goes to have a drink in the pubs. And then he realizes nobody can see him, but yes, he can stick to his life friends for alcoholism, the smell to satisfy his thirst, and wait for his friend to be an entity himself, to form groups of soul, as I said earlier. The what is the worst crime? Yes, flesh trade. When somebody picks up underage girls from school, separate them from their own parents, sway them into the drugs, it is a part of the devil work. No mother will ever smile again if she loses a child in a crowd. That suffering is so intense and worse that her heart will bleed again and again. Now, there are so many plastic surgeries making you, changing you, whatever God has created. Maybe you look beautiful, or maybe you be a wild beast. Specific one is the lip surgery, which can make you a fish spout. High raised cheekbones can give a monstrous look. Horse nose is not the concept of beauty. The beauty is being timid, fragile, and delicate. Please, no. Say no to all the unnecessary unthing done in the world. Where is the world going in this turbulence? Our only chance to survive, especially for the younger generation, is to be with the flow, floating up and down towards your destination, into your charm and ease and intelligence. So, when at the end of the road, when one turns around to see where he has gone wrong, to himself, towards his fellow human being, God, and ultimately himself. Now, let's talk about the evil virus. We have heard stories of people becoming evil, going with groups with the evil friends. This is a very common thing, and you don't realize how it works. Well, it works inside your brain. It makes you handicapped. It removes your aura. It doesn't allow you to pray. It does not allow you to eat. It just makes you bad. There are so many live examples of evil being, and that what it works. So this is my very short talk specifically for the new generation. Thank you.